Now, Miss Sally, or Miss Squee, whichever you prefer, there's been some scintillating rumors that say that Rayman's famous do was actually the result of his girlfriend trying to give him a decent haircut. What do you have to say to these allegations?
They're entirely, untrue.
Back to you, Jim.
And I think...
Bullshit!
I think some Rayman fans can agree that story is kind of bullshit.
I mean...
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like, I feel like fans mostly hate it for two things. One, they don't want to imagine that Rayman was originally born bald. And secondly, they don't want to imagine Rayman with a girlfriend, let alone one that isn't Lee the Fairy.
Yeah, they don't like that he's off the menu, if you will.
Oh, jeez.
Though, I mean, I will say for what it's worth, the Rayman one's a little sketchy, though I do still think the one for Glowbox was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Just the fact that, being the typical Glowbox that he is, just happens to be gorging on these delicious little blueberries, and then mistakes a blue mosquito for one, eats it, and just, well, the rest is history.
Yep.
Would you lads do me a favor and let me know when you get to 130?
Oh, okay. And then while we get to there, I'll say, I think it was around this point where we mentioned that I guess they had a lot of weird, I guess Rayman's girlfriend has actually been, a on and off again, plot thread in the franchise for some time. Also, Hype, gonna chime in 3, 2, 1, run.
Okay, thank you. My video buffered for a second.
I think you need swim.
Anyway,
Sure,
it's funny
swim.
that you mentioned that, because that's actually something that I feel bad because we can't have their raw reaction. But yeah, in the early stages of Raving Rabbids, the original plot for that was that Rayman and Andre, the Black Lump from Rayman 3, they were going to team up to stop the rabbits because they stole their girlfriends.
Yes, that's
That
right.
just sounds so fucking... That sounds like a goddamn drug dream. Just... or just, it's like one of those things where, you have one of those random people with a notepad being all like, alright, tell me all them good ideas, and just you see some guy, just some blindfolded guy, just imagine all this shit on the fly, being like, Andre and Rayman, they have girlfriends, and they were kidnapped by rabbits.
I just love the idea of them subverting the expectations of typically if a hero and a villain have to team up, it's like a greater threat now, a greater force now threatens our very way of life. But here it's like, you stole my girlfriend. Hey, you stole my girlfriend too. And they both just run, and that's it.
Yeah.
He stole our sweet pieces of ass.
And I'm just thinking to myself, wait a minute,
Wait.
somebody, Andre has a girlfriend?
And actually, I was about to say, Allie, that girlfriend can't have a sweet piece because Lums don't have one.
Oh my god.
They're perfectly round.
I'm sorry.
What's up, James? What do you think?
A thought just occurred to me now. The fact that they originally thought about giving Andre a girlfriend. And let's also remember how Rayman 3 ended, where Rayman suddenly had this depressive episode
Glowbox.
about missing... Glowbox, I'm sorry. Glowbox had that depressive episode about Andre. He's like...
Glowbox is...
I miss him.
Glowbox is his side chick now, and Glowbox is calling him what, Andre? I told you never to call me here again.
I just imagine how Rayman 3 Glowbox would have been like if the whole thing of Andre had a girlfriend was true, and how would he react to that?
Andre's girlfriend.
Who
is that, Andre? No one. Just hangs up on Glowbox.
Actually,
Andy, long time no see.
It's weird to me that these little floating balls of sentient energy can have a
girlfriends.
significant other.
I mean, they have eyes, they have a mouth, they have a face. That's all you need nowadays. Oh no, Rayman!
True.
Careful.
I mean, honestly,
jeez.
for all we know,
Oh, wait a minute. Of this, look at this.
what the? Oh, that's right. Around this time, the PC version, the game has suddenly had another glitch in it, where now it wouldn't read Logan's inputs, and he's just literally floating there in a comatose state.
My friends,
What's wrong with him?
come closer, my friends.
What is it? What is it, Gold Grand Minimus? What do you need?
I need,
If you say Taylor, I'm gonna smack you.
I need air.
Oh, that's right, we're underwater.
Look at us. What are we doing underwater? We don't belong.
I mean, look at me. My face is blue.
We don't.
Where are you going? Come back!
I just love the idea of him it's like that freaking Game Grumps thing with Goofy looking at the cave Guys, we're underwater in a cave. What are we doing here?
Actually,
don't belong
I was
here.
thinking of like. Actually, I was thinking of like.
Look at me. My face is blue.
So you're fine.
Glowbox,
You're fine.
Glowbox, have a drink.
With my dying breath, I curse Glowbox.
It's just that's really
But he's
sad
always
to,
blue.
to watch, though.
I curse Glowbox to go back one screen.
Oh, jeez! The magic.
In order for me to live, you two must die.
Yeah, that was a weird glitch. But anyway, in all honesty, it's just like that was an odd little happenstance, but we had some fun with it. I can't wait to look back at that highlights video.
And trust me, I definitely made the most out of it for the highlight reel.
Well, there's something so amazing about how the music also stops.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it just sells the ambience perfectly, and then you have a dumb schmuck like me just splice in the Incredible Hulk theme music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. So now that we're doing this for realsies, we're chipping away here, and yeah, I guess in honesty, like especially because that first stage was so goddamn long.
Glowbox, how many times do we have to tell you that? Oh, dang it, not you
I'm
too!
getting ready.
Good job! Oh, sorry, what was that, Rayman?
That was your moment.
Actually, that was just me being like, I'm sorry I blinked, what happened?
But yeah, now we're doing this for real. It's like, yeah, especially since that first level was very, very long. This world actually doesn't have as many levels as I thought it did. I feel
Oh
like
yeah, no, the backtracking levels really don't have that many levels to them. It's mostly just, well, there's slightly harder variants that makes the most out of all of your given abilities.
That's true.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, when you're underwater, you only have one real ability, and that's swimming.
Nice.
that is true. All they do is they just add on new obstacles like these weird little snapper jaw thingies. Oh gosh.
Yeah. Hey,
you're
Steve, did you want to bring up our little
Ow.
like Tupperware shenanigans?
Yeah, I may as
Well, I mean, like, well, it's
What?
like I was only bringing that up because we were trying to kill time because
Oh, I
and to
know.
give context, this is our second time recording this because of a bit of a internet snafu. But I was bringing
You're
up for, like,
welcome.
yeah.
You're fine.
But I guess if you genuinely did want to talk about it, so Tupperbox is this Discord bot that you use. You can like make your own little mini bots that you can like command to say things with prompts. It's usually for the sake of like role plays. And before the session, me and Allie did like a role play with characters from a story she's working on colliding with a Crash Bandicoot because I'm totally still not in the middle of my Crash phase. I don't know what you're talking about. And we came up with a story involving Cortex wanting to dissect Raz.
Oh,
It's just
I mean,
like
I don't know.
completely out of
Why?
the blue, kind of shit post.
See, when I think of Raz, I don't think of that character Raz. I think of Raz from Psychonauts.
I named him without even realizing that they shared the same name.
My name starts with a D.
It's Rasputin.
I forgot about that. Like starts with a D. I mean, it's close,
B.
right? You're like what?
Also, oh yeah, we had that little moment where we're like, oh yeah, look what I can do when I'm holding myself. Like he's ready.
I love, like the determined look on his face when he does it.
Because his face is just getting dragged by the water.
Again, I still don't get how the hell he can make his face so elongated like that while swimming. I'm pretty sure that would just push those fat lips back.
Yeah, but but now I think like, yeah, I
being
love the idea. Is like,
stretched.
yeah, he literally is tilting his head as far back as he can, and his upper lip is just torpedoing away.
He's a frog, not a seal.
Look at him, like a graceful eel. What's
I
this
suppose
music
to give-
doing?
I suppose since we brought
wow.
up
Right at the
since we
finish
brought up
line.
my character Raz, just on the
Go on.
off chance that people might ask, he's my purple dragon. No, not that one.
Oh, that.
Oh,
Raz.
from that Star
Is it
Kid,
weird that
Yeah.
at first when you were talking about that I was thinking of Razov?
No.
Actually, oh yeah, but oh man, I forgot. Again, Rayman 3 introduced a lot of interesting characters I'd like to see more with.
I'm sorry. I think I just realized that would actually make for another decent Tupperware session. Razov hunts for the Bandicoot.
You know what? Like,
Yeah.
if I feel like it, you know, maybe after this session, while I'm mixing some stuff I'm doing with a friend, I might just make a bunch of Rayman Tupper bots.
Oh, lordy.
Can
What
I
was
be
the what was the
Rayman?
what was the name of the witch?
course.
What was the name of the witch in that? Was it
The
Greta?
Goniacs?
Oh, Begoniacs.
Begoniacs. Thank you. Sorry.
Like Begonia,
like-
but with an X at the end.
Yeah.
For some
You-
reason.
Who
You
really
guys
liked
really should
Razov
join
for
it.
some reason.
Yeah, who, like, apparently they were into, like, kinky stuff if you listen very closely in the background dialogue.
Just
Right,
only
right,
she
so-
is.
That's why everyone's like, yeah, Razov wants nothing to do with him.
But yeah, I was about to say, it's like, it was honestly just like a lot of fun. Like, you guys should join us more often in these Tupper Box things. You miss out on some good stuff. Like, for example, you miss on stuff like Raz and Crash bonding over making Cortex look stupid.
That just sounds like their average Tuesday.
What an amazing
And-
pastime. Nice.
And also my redhead character, whose name is Alana, she is the more intellectual magic user.
Yeah, and she was actually in the middle of having like a magical discussion with Aku Aku, like exchanging experiences up until Cortex came along and just started being Cortex.
Just like, hey, I want your dragon. Let me have it.
Actually, I could see Lex Lang doing like a hello, it's me.
I thought things were going a bit too smoothly and I'm gonna mess it up. You know what? Now I kind of want him to recite something 9 times out, where like Alana was
what are you guys
chilling out.
doing? Oh,
It's
are
here-
you
it's-
gonna get her to say different stuff?
Yeah, it's here where we discovered that apparently every nymph actually has a unique dialogue. The more times you go back and forward, back and forward.
Oh yeah, no, because that is a fun little detail they do with this. Is that yeah, like in this.
Oh,
I
hey,
don't-
look, Globox is one of your people.
Oh yeah, yeah. They retcon it after this game right away, but like in this game, like the residents of the Glada Dreams or whatever all speak in Pig Latin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, if
Why
I
is it
can
for
just...
some reason? I just imagine like Globox says, "Hey, it's one of my people. Hello, fellow Red Wizard." And the Red Wizard just looks, blankly stares at him, and first goes like, and then just walks away.
Good old Ted, classic.
Actually, I thought it was like, is it? Was
jeez.
it my breath?
Do I have
Anyway,
friend?
so I did want to go back real big to the Tupperware thing. Like, you mentioned the idea of like Lex Lang quoting Red Guy.
Uh-oh.
There's actually one line that I made during it that I actually would love to see how he would interpret it. So, Alana was giving like Cortex flack for basically ruining the discussion they had, and he said, "Well, what can I say? What can I say? Being a dick's part of my job."
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh, by the way, for context, that is not the boss we'll be facing in this bit.
Oh no.
What?
There's the
This
boss
one.
we'll be facing, the Big Bad Murray.
I don't mind. I mean, he looks like a sea dragon.
Kind
I think
of.
he is one. You know what? Forget that. He is a sea dragon. Run.
This is probably my least favorite boss.
He
It's-
is a finicky.
It can get claustrophobic, yes.
Yeah.
It's a little
Not
tricky
only
because of
claustrophobic, but these things follow you.
that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say there's that. Yeah, I would say this is actually. I would think I would feel like this is an instance where co-op may actually like benefit us because, as you saw there, the weak spot will spawn randomly, and if you're not in the right position, the tricky part is that attacking also is your main means of like moving away. You don't want to like over. There's not a lot of precise movement in the swimming. It's
And I love how that bastard was mostly prioritizing Globox at that moment. He was hungry for them frog's legs.
What is
Get it. Come on.
nah,
I
dang.
hate that.
He moves so
I hate
fast.
Ah!
And you gotta
Careful.
watch out for those jaws.
And the other things.
No kidding.
Really?
I mean, hey, you think this is bad? Wait till we meet its metallic cousin in the next game.
Oh, that one's
that's
not as
right.
difficult.
Really
And I know Matt loves to. Like just like that, we're done.
nice. We did it. We did it.
That's all.
We've
Punched
We
the
shared
Lord.
the Murray of the Deep.
And that is also the very last of the corrupted kings that we had to rescue.
He's a king prawn.
You saved me.
You saved me.
You get it?
Sorry.
King
anyway.
prawn.
Wow.
I don't get it.
Jumbo shrimp. So, that's the last of them, right, James?
Yeah, that's the very last king. We're all done. All that's left now is to head on back to the mountains.
To stop whatever is causing all these nightmares.
And
That's cool, right?
I'm sorry, I'm just suddenly distracted by Ellis Madsay there, just swimming in that little vial of lums.
But after
Yeah.
all of our adventures, it is finally time to call upon Matt once again.
All right, just as soon as I get the jaws of life, we shall send him from the immortal coil and back on his chair, and we shall finish this sucker next time.
See ya.
See you then.